Subscribe to Mind Body Soul and click on the bell icon for more updates.
Intensive workouts, fat burning pills, curbing our hunger using excessive fat diets. We've been told all of these just to burn fat. But what if I told you that just by adding certain foods to your diet, you can actually burn the fat and lose weight naturally? Yes, you heard me right. Let's get started. So let's get started with my list of top 7 fat burning foods. The first one happens to be something that I'm actually brewing myself a hot cup of right now. So I've switched on the flame. I have some hot water boiling. What I'm going to add to this is our first superfood, which is some green tea. So I have some whole green tea leaves with me here. Just going to add a little bit of these, and then we're going to discuss what actually makes green tea a superfood when it comes to fat burning. So did you know that green tea contains a certain type of flavonoid called catechin? Now this compound, research suggests, actually helps our body in 3 things. Number 1, it helps our body up its metabolism. Number 2, it increases the utilization of energy. And number 3, it helps our body get rid of stubborn fat. My pro tip when it comes to green tea, however, would be that always make sure you limit yourself to like 1 to 2 cups a day and do not overgo on that, because green tea at the end of the day, like any other tea, is a caffeinated beverage. Also, sometimes I like to spice up my green tea with some cinnamon, which again happens to be another top fat burning food of mine. So I'm going to take some whole cinnamon sticks and actually add this to my green tea right now. Do you know that apart from adding cinnamon to your green teas, you can also add it to your hot water early in the morning, and this actually promotes a very nice and anti-diabetic effect on our bodies. Cinnamon, apart from its super properties to actually help us burn fat, rev up our metabolism, the main thing that cinnamon does is that it helps us balance our blood sugar levels and then ensures that there are no insulin spikes throughout the day, making cinnamon our superfood and number 2 on my list of the top 7 fat burning foods. So now that I've told you about cinnamon, I am actually going to strain my green tea, which has been brewing for quite some time now. Do you know that another thing that I add to my green tea sometimes is also apple cider vinegar? This is how it looks. Now, when it comes to apple cider vinegar, always remember that this should either be consumed first thing in the morning, you can also add it to your green teas, or you can consume this 20 minutes before your big cooked meals, which is your lunch and dinner. Apple cider vinegar contains something called acetic acid, which actually helps our body not store lots of fat as belly fat. And this is what modern research actually claims nowadays, making apple cider vinegar a superfood. This also aids our body in its cleaning process in the morning. When it comes to apple cider vinegar, I'm going to give you my pro tip, which I tell all my clients. The brand of the apple cider vinegar that you're purchasing from the market should always have the words "with the mother" written on the bottle. This means that the mother culture is present inside the bottle that you've purchased. By the way, did you know what is my primary mantra with all of my clients? We always say fruit first. Have you heard about this saying that an apple a day keeps the doctor away? That's not without any reason. Apples are actually superfoods when it comes to fat burning, because apples are something that when consumed actually elevate our blood sugar levels in a very slow, sustained and steady manner. This ensures that there are no insulin spikes. Apples are also very rich in soluble fiber, which means that it's going to keep us fuller for longer and keep all our hunger pangs away. Also, did you know that apples help reduce elevated levels of blood pressure and blood cholesterol? That is why it ranges in my top list. Also, I would like to give you my one top tip when it comes not only to apples but to any fruit. We say fruit first, which means that the best time to consume a fruit is first thing in the morning, as soon as you're up. Another good time to consume fruits is between mid-meals. The only time I do not want you to have a fruit is post a large cooked meal, because then it will not get adequate space and time to get digested. So 2 hours after a cooked meal or 1 hour before a cooked meal, that's when we eat fruits. But now it's also time for me to go and get started to prepare my dinner. Do you know what I'm making for dinner today? Palak or spinach. Papoy really knew what he was talking about because he was obsessed with spinach, right? Now when it comes to spinach, spinach actually helps us lower our bad cholesterol, which is your LDL levels. Another amazing thing is that spinach is super high in beta carotene, vitamin C and E, and most importantly, iron. So spinach makes it to our list of superfoods again when it comes to fat burning. Also, 2 tips for you, the ones that I give all my clients. Number 1, wash it very, very well. This is not only for spinach, it goes for all green leafy vegetables because they are susceptible to worms. And number 2, when it comes to spinach, I do not recommend eating it every single day. You're going to add about 1 to 2 servings of spinach in your soup, sabzis, salads, juices, whatever it is that you like, about 2 to 3 times a week. Also, do you know what I'm going to cook my spinach in? It's going to be in some coconut oil. So let me go get my coconut oil. Now, do you know why I'm cooking in coconut oil? Number 1, it has an amazingly high smoking point, which makes it ideal for Indian cooking because we cook at slightly higher temperatures. Number 2, adding coconut oil to our diets helps us increase our good cholesterol, which is HDL, and reduce our triglycerides. Did you know that the fats which are found in coconut oil are predominantly MCTs, which have been credited with appetite suppressing and fat burning qualities? Now the 2 things that I'm going to tell you about coconut oil. Number 1, make sure it's from organically sourced coconuts, and number 2, it should be cold pressed and extra virgin. And lastly, a favorite amongst all my clients, soup. Now soups are an amazing way to add a bulk of vegetables in our diets with the added benefit of lots of fiber and antioxidants. They're lower in calories and they actually help keep us fuller for longer and make very good substitutes to those heavy dinners that we might want to avoid sometimes when we've overeaten during the day. So soup makes it to our top list of fat burning foods again. So there you have it. These were my list of top 7 fat burning foods with a pro tip that I included with each one of the foods specially for you. The one thing that I want to give you as a disclaimer though is that none of these foods are miraculous or magical that when they're added to your diet, you're just going to lose weight overnight. Weight loss is an amalgamation of a multitude of factors, right from ensuring good quality sleep, lowering your stress levels consciously, getting in some form of movement during the day. But what these foods do is, because they are wholesome, natural and straight from your own kitchen, they're going to make sure that they aid your body in its cleaning process, rev up your metabolism, and all of them have some fat burning properties, making them amazing and hence on our list of top 7 fat burning foods. I really hope that this video helped you and you do not follow deprivation, starvation, fad diets anymore, and in fact eat and then lose weight. Until next time, stay healthy, stay smiling, stay happy and stay tuned to your very own The Health Space.